What were the Washington Commanders doing yesterday, Mike?
Selling.
Why?
Like Duke and Duke. Sell, sell, sell. Right. Hey, this is Josh Harris, I think, recognizing that the reset button is going to be pressed at the end of the season. And we knew going in. Owners don't buy teams because, like, hey, you know what? I'd like to buy a team, but I want to buy the team that employs Ron Rivera, Martin Mayhew, and Jason Wright because I want those guys working for me. I'm only buying that team. No, they buy a team, and then they have their ideas as to how the team is going to be run. And the only way to change that, the only way to delay that is to win. So the Commanders aren't winning. I suspect Ron Rivera very much would have liked to have Chase Young and Montez Sweat on the roster the rest of the year to try to turn this around and get the 7th seed and save his job. But Josh Harris recognizing changes are afoot for the Commanders. I suspect it's going to get blown up after the season. And this is the most tangible sign yet that Josh Harris is eyeballing a future that will be crafted in whatever the owner of the team decides to do by way of team president, team general manager, and head coach.
But these are two guys at positions that you're going to go hunt for using these draft choices. You know what I'm saying? And I understand there's money and cap and what have you, and you don't know if you'll be able to hold on to these guys. But for Sweat and Chase Young on the same day, I mean, these aren't like 35-year-old guys, 33-year-old guys. And I understand Young has an injury history that he's still coming back from. But I don't get it. That's the head scratch because again these are guys that you need now. You know what I'm saying? And next year. So
absolutely. I mean, the draft is a lottery, and when you get a winning lottery ticket, you don't throw it back for more lottery tickets. You cash it in. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and it makes you wonder what the plans are going forward. Maybe the extra draft picks make the team more attractive to whoever it is Josh Harris wants to try to hire. There's some rumors out there on the grapevine. There's some theories out there about potential candidates to take over the team, possibly a coach who we think is going to be fired by the Patriots, but might be traded by the Patriots to the Commanders when the season is over. Who knows? So a lot of stuff goes into it. But when you give up those two pieces that you could use now to try to win games and get to the postseason, you're sending the signal to the world. Changes are coming once this season ends.
What did you just say?
There's some chatter out there. We talked about it on PFT Live today. There's a little chatter out there about a possible trade of Bill Belichick. And it's not really a trade, but it is a trade. The Commanders would call the Patriots after the season and say, what compensation would you want if we were to contact Bill Belichick and talk to him about coming to Washington, being our head coach? And he'd say yes. What compensation would you want? They reach a deal. They give him permission to talk directly to Belichick. They work out a deal when Belichick moves on. I think that Sunday Splash report from a couple of Sundays ago where Ian popped into the game day show and said that Belichick signed a contract in the offseason, lucrative, multi-year, et cetera. My first thought was that's from Belichick's camp trying to get out the word that he ain't getting fired during the season. But you know what? Based on some chatter out there about Belichick to the Commanders, maybe, Rich, it was a message by the Patriots to anyone out there that would want Belichick. You're not just going to be able to hire him. You got to deal with us. We got his rights. He's under contract with us. So we'll finish this season. We'll see who's out there looking for a head coach, and we'll wait for the phone to ring. And maybe we'll do some business and maybe get back what we had to give up to the Jets to get him in the first place.
Mike Florio here on the Rich Eisen Show. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.